Hello, welcome to the Loretta McNary Show. So, every now and then someone walks away from everything the world told them to want and walks straight into everything they were meant to do and have. My next guest was a powerful media executive at the top of his game, Gucci suits and everything, overseeing some of the most iconic brands in publishing, and one TikTok video changed it all. Everybody, welcome Ron King to the Loretta McNary Show. Hi, Ron.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm so excited about this conversation and thank you for the work you're doing from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So, I
Thank
want to
you.
just start right here because I think our audience needs to hear this from you directly. You were a senior vice president at Time Inc., overseeing legendary brands like InStyle, Southern Living, Essence, and so many more. By every measure, you had arrived. So, what was going
That's
through
right.
your heart and your mind at that moment you watched that TikTok video about donkeys and realized your life was about to completely change?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't know how I arrived, but I had a wonderful life. And part of running a fashion magazine like InStyle is that you're in Milan twice a year, sitting front row with Donatella Versace at the Versace fashion show. It was just completely different. Um, but then lost my job, COVID hit, and I had a bit of a midlife crisis, and uh, and I found myself really down and out. I had aged out of my career, and nobody wanted to hire me. Um, and it was then that I saw a TikTok video about donkeys in need. A donkey had never entered my brain. I had never met a donkey. I wasn't even really an animal person, but I'm a little bit tired of humans. And I was like, why are people slaughtering donkeys? And also, what does joy mean for me? And I realized that for me, joy meant having an impact. I saw an opportunity to have an impact on somebody that deserved it, and I changed everything.
And everything is everything for you and your story. I love it. So, Oscar's Place Adoption Center and Sanctuary sits on 75 acres in California, and you now have saved 440 donkeys. Take us there. When someone visits Oscar's Place, Ron, for the very first time, what do you want them to feel when they first walk through the gates?
So donkeys are incredible. They are really emotional beings. The part of the brain that processes emotion is called the limbic system. And a donkey's limbic system and a human's limbic system are the same size. And so you immediately bond with these animals. Um, I don't know that we've had any visitors ever that haven't returned because it's a really magical place and a magical experience. On this property in particular, we have about 180 donkeys um, of all shapes and sizes, and they absolutely love visitors. So it's a pretty magical experience to come here.
I told you I'm so in love with this place and I am planning to visit as well. So the show
Please do.
on ABC is called DonkeyKing. And I love that title because it's both bold and joyful at the same time. For people who have never seen the series or know very little about donkeys, describe the world of Donkey King in a way that makes someone just want to stop everything they're doing and tune in this weekend and every weekend after
So,
that.
so it took me 3 years to get the show done because in reality television, they want drinking and sex and noise. Like that is what reality TV is, and it's just not who we are. My heart is bursting with joy, and I wanted to bring that joy to people's living rooms, and that's exactly what Donkey King is. So every Saturday morning on ABC stations nationwide, and if you miss it, every single episode is on donkeyking.com. It is 30 minutes of joy. And I think the number one feedback that we're getting around the nation is that we're restoring people's faith in humanity. And at a time where the world is pretty divided, Donkey King is a unifying moment once a week for 30 minutes, where you just, no matter what your demographic or your geography, you can relate to donkeys. And that's what we're doing. We're spreading the joy of donkeys.
I totally believe that. And what it has helped me is get a better understanding and have incredible knowledge about donkeys. Because, growing up and bad information was passed about donkeys, what they were not. But we do know they are stubborn. And if you're saying their brain, part of their brain is the same size, that, okay, we're stubborn too. So we have a lot of
That's right.
commonalities here. So, what is it that you want everybody to know about donkeys that you found? Because I know you said they're intelligent, they're emotional, and they're pretty darn extraordinary.
That's right. So, I mean, I think to meet a donkey is to fall madly in love. Hi, buddy. This is Jamie. Um, the they are hilarious. They are very emotional. Hi, I'm sorry. Hi, bud. Um, so I just want people to fall in love with donkeys. And I mean, I don't know that they're stubborn. If every single time Jamie got onto a trailer, something bad happened to him, he's not going to get on that trailer. But you tell me, is that stubbornness or is that intelligence? Um, and they're incredible. And I think that donkeys are in trouble. The number of donkeys that we rescue is directly related to how much money we raise. And so we're on TV to tell people about donkeys and to share our journey and to share our mission. Um, and the more support we get, the more donkeys we can rescue. And hi, Jake.
Oh, I love them because I love puppies and I also love horses. And so, what I'm hearing you say, if you love those animals, you're definitely going to love Donkey. So,
That's right.
Ron, tell me this. What was that TikTok video about? Because I learned something doing my research. I had no idea they were endangered because of the collagen that they have, and that in China they were using their hides to,
That's right.
for medicinal purposes. But you can't take
That's
a
right.
life to
So
help a life.
it's crazy that I saw that TikTok video because I wasn't an animal person. And these algorithms are pretty smart. So I don't know why I saw that video, but there was a woman at an auction in Texas outbidding slaughterhouses for donkeys. And I was like, why are people slaughtering donkeys? And about 5 million donkeys a year are being slaughtered at the moment to keep up with the demand for a traditional Chinese medicine called Yizhao, but it requires their hide. And so, yeah, so we go to that same auction in Texas and we outbid the slaughter auction. And every donkey that you see here was destined for the slaughterhouse. And instead, they're here living literally the best imaginable life.
Have so many questions. When I say I'm fascinated and intrigued at the same time about what you're doing, Ron, I cannot tell you how I have literally stopped doing things I need to do research and find videos and articles about your work. And I've talked about, we're
Thank
going to
you so
definitely make
much.
a donation to that. So tell everybody how they can watch. I don't want to go over my time, but I surely could. So where can we find DonkeyKing on ABC?
So DonkeyKing is on ABC stations nationwide, usually Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock. Just check your local listings. But if you miss it or you want to catch up on old episodes, every episode of DonkeyKing is on donkeyking.com. And it's their YouTube videos, and they're all embedded there. And you can just binge watch. The 13th episode comes out this coming Saturday, so you can binge watch 12 of them as of today.
Oh wow. Okay, binge watch, here it comes. So tell me who they are in the back, because I told you I'm in love with them and I haven't even met them yet. And you're the one that's been with you the longest. Oh, how
Hi,
cute.
baby.
Hello.
Hi. Hi,
Hi.
baby. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a hug right on camera. That was Pay. Our donors name our donkeys. So it's $1,000 to name a donkey. It's just one of our fundraising schemes. So we've had a Honey Boo Boo, right? And here you have Pay and
Yeah.
Tay. So we have names from all over the place. And these donkeys are actually sisters. They are, being with the donkey is incredible.
It sounds like just watching you with them and the love that they have for you and the respect and the tremendous love you have for them. It's definitely, we're feeling it on television. So, Ron, I just want to say thank you so much for that work you're doing. I would not
Thank
have
you.
known any of this had I not heard about you and the work you're doing through a dear co-worker, well, colleague of mine who's helping out. But thank you so much for the work you're doing. If I could be of assistance anytime, please reach out to us, and look forward to coming out there coming out there.
Please do. You'll love it. And we will welcome you anytime.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you for what you do. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for
Thanks for
now.
having me. Bye.
I told you, we love incredible stories, stories that you can't find everywhere, right? So you were here on the Loretta McNary Show. You got to meet Ron King, who went from wearing Versace and Gucci and traveling to Milan first class, working for Time Magazine, and now he's doing his life work. Does he lose anything? I say, dare not you lose anything. I think you gain everything when you find your purpose. Anyway, we do have another segment going on next, so don't go too far. We'll be right back with more. The Loretta McNary Show.